This video is going to cover the even word problems on the Module 1 review. Number 28. A 45-foot long wire is to be cut into 3 pieces. My suggestion is you draw yourself a picture. I'm going to draw just this line that indicates it's a wire. And they said it was 45 feet long. To cut it into 3 pieces, I'm just going to make 2 marks there. And there's 1, 2, 3 pieces. The next line says 1 piece is to be 15 feet long. So there's 1 piece and it's 15 feet long. Of the remaining pieces, 1 must be 2 feet less than 3 times the length of the other. So I'm going to put one of them as just x, and then to represent 2 feet less than 3 times, remember the than switches the order, so 3 times and then subtract 2. So 3x minus 2. That's all the information provided on the word problem. Then the question says find the length of the shorter piece. So what we want to do is know that the whole wire is 45 feet long. Each piece we have defined, so make the equation 15 plus x plus 3x minus 2, that's adding up the 3 pieces, equals the total length of the wire, 45 feet. Now to solve this problem, we collect like terms, so that would be 4x, 15 minus 2 plus 13 equals 45. We don't have any variables on the wrong side, so we will subtract 13. 13's cancel. 4x equals 32. Divide by 4. And x equals 8. Remember that with word problems, you're not finished until you answer the question. So this particular question said find the length of the shorter piece. Well, this middle piece is represented by 8x, so it's 8 feet long. This piece is 3 times 8 minus 2. So 3 times 8 minus 2 is 24 minus 2, or 22 feet long. So the shortest piece would be 8 feet, and you would say the shorter piece is 8 feet long. And that would be the answer to word problem number 28. Alright, on to the next even word problem, number 30. A professional signature collector is paid $50 a day plus $2.25 for each verified signature he gets from a registered voter. How many signatures are needed to earn $500 a day? So let's define our variable. In this case, I'm going to say x equals, go to the question to figure out what you're trying to find. I'm trying to find how many signatures are needed, so x is going to represent the number of signatures needed. Okay, now let's read the problem again. A professional signature collector is paid $50 a day, so that's just a flat sum of 50, plus $2.25 for each signature, so that would be $2.25 times the number of signatures, which we don't know, x, and he wants to earn $500 a day, so that means we need to set that equal to $500. This is the equation to solve. So how many signatures does he need for this to work? Let's subtract 50, so we can get x by itself. 2.25x equals 450. If you want, you can multiply through to get rid of the decimal, but we can just simply divide by 2.25. And x equals 200. Remember, with word problems, answer the question. The question said how many signatures are needed to earn $500 a day. Well, the answer to that would be 200 signatures are needed. Okay, so that's number 30. Okay, number 32. A store manager mixes candy worth 90 cents per pound with gum drops worth $1.50 per pound to make 20 pounds of a mixture worth $1.20 per pound. How many pounds of each kind of candy does he use? So we're going to make our chart. This is a chart problem. So candy and gumdrops are the two types of candy, and then of course the mixture that we're trying to create. The column's going to be amount, value, total. Remember, you multiply amount times value to equal the total. So let's read the word problem again, filling in the information we know. The store manager mixes candy worth 90 cents a pound, so the value of the candy is 90 cents per pound. Gumdrops are worth $1.50 per pound. To make 20 pounds of a mixture, so the amount of the mixture is 20 pounds, worth $1.20 per pound. How many pounds of each kind of candy does he use? Okay, well, before we can fill in this total column, which is multiplying across, we need to have a value here in for the amount for candy and gumdrops, and we don't know that. But we know that the mixture itself is going to be 20 pounds. So say that candy is X, and we know the total, so the gumdrops has to be 20 minus X. The total minus the amount of candy will give us the amount of gumdrops. Okay, so now multiply across to get this column. So X times 0.90 is 0.90X. 150 times 20 minus X, put the monomial in front. And then 20 times 120. Remember, your equation is going to be candy plus gumdrops equals the mixture. So 0.90X plus 150 times 20 minus X equals 20 times 120. Okay, so now we just have to solve the problem. The hard part's done. Let's distribute. 0.90X plus 150 times 20 is 30, minus 150 times the X is 150X, equals, and 20 times 120 is 24. If you don't like working with decimals, you can multiply through here by 100, or you can just keep working with the decimals. Combine your like terms. 90X minus 150X gives you a negative 0.6X plus 30 equals 24. Get rid of the 30, so subtract 30 from both sides. Bring down the negative 0.6x. 24 minus 30 is negative 6. Divide by negative 0.6. And x equals 10. Remember that word problems are not finished until you've answered the question. The question said, how many pounds of each candy does he use? Well, X represents the candy, so he needs 10 pounds of candy. Well, and how many pounds of gumdrops? Well, gumdrops is 20 minus X, so 20 minus 10 would give us also 10 pounds of gumdrops. And that's the mixture problem, number 32.